Welcome back to the Think a Better Thought Training Your Mind for Success 101 Deep Dive Series. I'm your author and host, Shane Boring, and today we're going to talk about creating gratitude. We've been getting into gratitude in the last couple of videos. I've got a question for you right off the bat. Do you believe that both a positive and negative thought can coexist at the same time? Is that possible? So we're going to try something together right now. We're going to think two thoughts at exactly the same time. I'm going to give them to you. We can put them up here. You're going to think a positive thought. I am successful. A negative thought. I am a failure. Okay, right now, take both of those thoughts, think them at exactly the same time. Go. Try it at least 3 times. All right, what did you experience? Were you able to do it? I've never been able to do it. I haven't met anyone else who has. So I would argue it's impossible to hold both a negative and a positive thought in your mind and your consciousness at the same time. Okay. Now, let's try something else. Well, before we try something else, let's get back to the, if we're proving that you can't hold a negative and a positive thought in your conscious thinking at the same time, that's pretty good proof why it's important to learn how to think a better thought, upgrade your thinking constantly. Let's do it with gratitude. What do you say? I'm going to give you 2 thoughts here with gratitude right there. Okay. I appreciate having you in my life is the grateful thought. And the ungrateful thought is, I hate you. Why are you in my life, sucker? Take both of those thoughts, hold them in your mind at the same time. Now, what I'd like you to do is restate the grateful thought. I appreciate having you in my life while holding that person's image in your mind. You notice the feeling? Yeah. So think about all the different physical, mental, spiritual effects that lack of gratitude, anxiousness, all that can have on you, right? Versus feeling good, feeling love. That's what we're going for. Okay. So if you supply yourself with an abundance of positive thoughts, if you really work on that gratitude list, you're creating an arsenal of positivity, positive thoughts that you can use when the negative stuff comes, because it will. From people, places, and things you have no control over. Even if your thinking is perfect, it's still going to happen. So you have to be prepared. All right. Gratitude, got this in bold. So it works just like persistence. To have more gratitude, you have to give more gratitude. You have to do more. So it's about doing. You can't think about it. You have to do it. You have to feel it. If you've ever had your back adjusted by a chiropractor, sometimes you have muscle memory that will pull those joints back out of place, right? So you have to go back a few times for the adjustments to be more beneficial, I guess, right? That's what we have to do here. We have to keep adjusting. We have to keep adjusting. We have to keep asking ourselves questions We have to keep checking in. We have to keep looking for ways to find gratitude in order to get up and over the hump. And even once you feel like you've gotten to a level you never would have thought before, you'll have days where you're like, holy moly, I feel like I'm back at the beginning. It's part of being human. It's part of living on earth. Nothing works perfectly. And it's a lie to ever think that you're going to be perfect in any way. You can't. Okay. So if you can give that up and be grateful that you don't have to be perfect anymore, you can just be yourself. You don't have to worry about what everyone else in the world thinks. You can just be grateful about who you are. You're really going to skyrocket. All right. So let's give you some examples of how you can create gratitude. All right. Give you an example. I can't believe it's raining. I wanted to take my dog to the park today. That could be a thought you might have, right? What you could do is just reverse that. Say, you know what? It's raining outside, but I love being a safe place for my dog when he gets scared by the thunder. Completely changed your perception. It's still raining. You're still inside. You're still acknowledging that. But now instead of being pissed off that you can't go outside, I'm grateful you have a dog that loves you so much, that's scared of the thunder and wants to be by you. Hey, here's another one. So you're at a restaurant. This waitress is so slow. I'm sure she's going to mess her order up. Negative thought, right? Let's create a little gratitude instead. How about this? Isn't it great to have a little more time to relax and enjoy more conversation before we eat? Now, it's very easy for me to read this to you and create these examples. Real life is different. You don't have a book. You're not focused on thinking better. And that's when the training comes into play. That's when the thought provokers, where you're stopping throughout your day to check in with yourself. Doing that is what is going to really help you when you're out in the world and you have other people, places, and things sending you data or whatever, and it's not good. How do you protect yourself? How do you keep yourself from going off track? Where the practice comes up. All right, a couple more examples. We have the worst neighbors. Their kids are in and out of their house all day long. How about this instead? One good thing about our neighbors' kids is that they are sure to keep anyone interested in robbing the neighborhood away. They're always in and out. It's a tough one. Maybe it's a tough one for me. All right, here, we're getting ready for this after the holiday. I can't believe it's Monday already. How do I escape this job? Or something like, I'm really grateful for what I've learned at my job. I feel ready for new opportunities to learn even more and can't wait to find them. So you're grateful, but you're also looking for more opportunities versus just being a sourpuss that nobody wants to work with. All right, let's summarize this chapter. As you go about your day, start thinking about how you can maintain an attitude of gratitude every step of the way. An effective tool you can use is a thought provoker. Remember, a thought provoker is a physical object used to jog your memory. One of the first versions of a thought provoker I can remember being shown was to tie a string around your finger to remind yourself of a task. I use golf tees, I use rocks. Use whatever works best for you. It's your thought provoker. Pick an object that is unique and ordinary. I like using something small enough to fit in my pocket. That way you can take it to the bathroom. Place it where you will visibly notice it, where it's out of place. When you notice it, this is your reminder to practice gratitude. to check in with yourself, to do the work, right? Make sure to change where it is, your thought provoker is, so you don't get used to it being in the same place. All right, we're going to jump into our training exercise. There's two routes you can take with your thoughts. One is negative, one is positive. Let's say you're in rush hour traffic on the freeway and you get cut off by someone. Shortcutting a long line you've waited in to exit. They don't even use their blinker and they nearly slap your left fender. You immediately lay on the horn, flash your high beams, and make gestures with your hands while you yell out, "Idiot! Who the hell are you? You bleepity bleep bleep bleep." You inch up as close as you can to their bumper, doing everything you can without hitting their car to let them know that they are a terrible driver. Or you slow down and let them move ahead a bit. Take a breath and are thankful they didn't cause any damage to your car that would have caused a longer delay. You can be grateful that you don't have to feel rushed like they are. You can be grateful that you do not have that person's burden. They might have a family member or friend in need. You can send them a positive thought that they won't need to be rushed and be thankful that you're in control. All right. Think about something that easily annoys or offends you. You got the book. This is where you would write it down on the lines below. You can get it in the workbook too. It's free. Now take the subject above and create a way you can be grateful for it. Don't cheat yourself on this. It's easy to be sarcastic with your gratitude when you're doing this the first time, okay? Sarcasm and gratitude do not exist with one another. Work this until you are really grateful for some portion, benefit, or lesson of the subject you've written above. Use the lines below, or use paper, whatever you'd like. Works better if you write it down though, okay? All right, we're gonna go deeper. And you've already been here. Let me get this prop because I keep putting it over here in front of the big book, the big Think a Better Thought book. Shown it to you many times. Have you ever heard of a gratitude rock? Of course you have. I've already shown it to you. A gratitude rock is a thought provoker. The only difference is you keep it in your pocket and don't set it around your home or office. When you pull it out or place it into your pocket, you're reminded to be grateful for something, okay? Find a rock that's just the right size to easily fit in your pocket or purse. I found this one in Iceland, okay? I like to use rocks I found on family vacations. And if I'm struggling to think of something to be grateful for, I can always go back to that moment when I found it, or that vacation. It's fun. So I encourage you to try it and then find what works best for you. Keep trying different things. Okay. Next time, we're going to get into some stuff that's not fun to talk about and talk about the ultimate enemy. Okay. And we've all got it. Common enemy. Anyway, let's not worry about the common enemy. Let's be grateful that we know who it is. Let's be grateful that we're going to work on our list today and be grateful that we can think a better thought any time of the day.